Hey there guys, Mike Graham here from SME Skills Consultancy. I'm sure you've all seen this week this going across social media on Facebook, on Instagram. I'm waiting for somebody to do it on LinkedIn, but the 10-year challenge, right? Where you post a photo of yourself from 10 years ago and then one of you now, and everybody kind of comments on the difference and it's all very exciting, right? The interesting thing is every now and again, something like this happens. A couple of years ago we had the plank challenge, people doing planks in the most random of places. Now we've got the 10-year challenge. Who knows what's going to happen next, right? The interesting thing is this, is that is a very human phenomenon. It's a very human phenomenon, right? People look at something and they go, ooh, that person's doing this. I could do that too, right? And then they get excited, they get impulsed, and then they want to do it as well. And what that's called in sales or business development, it's called a technique called the Jones effect. Everybody right now is being Jones affected by this 10 years challenge, right? And it's fascinating to watch. Because it's kind of popped up on my social media and I keep seeing it and I'm like, should I do it? I don't want to do it. But I might end up doing it, right? And here's the thing, here's how this relates to sales and business developments, right? People will sometimes, a lot of times, make a buying decision based on impulse, based on emotion, right? There's been studies done by IBM, by Harvard, by Cambridge University, by whoever you want to call it. There's been a lot of studies done where people have proven that no matter how intelligent someone is, no matter how into the facts and figures they are, 90+ percentage of buyers make a buying decision based on an emotional impulse rather than an intellectual impulse. So what does that mean? That means that we've got to learn, you have to learn as a business developer, as an entrepreneur, as a salesperson, you've got to learn to push those triggers. What are those triggers that get somebody excited? And one of the biggest techniques that people do is something called the Jones effect. And the Jones effect is where you're using your case studies of your business, previous success stories, where you're not talking about what it is that you do, how you do it. Nobody cares about that. What you're talking about is hey, look, forget what I do. Look what we did for Mrs. and Mrs. Jones. We worked with them. We helped them go from here to there. They're now doing amazing. People remember those stories. They make an impact. And what happens with that is the stories become memorable. People become memorable. They might not remember what you do, but they will remember what you do because they remember the story, they remember the impact of the story, and they remember what it is that you do. So the point that I want to make in this video is, you've got to figure out what your big 10-year story is for your business, or your big Jones effect, or your big case study, so that when you're talking to a prospect, you can make that emotional connection, you can make that impact, and you can get the person excited to wanting to work with you. Guys, 2019 is going to be a phenomenal year. I hope you've already started having a good year, and I hope your pipeline's looking good, and I hope you're going to make a lot of money this year. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day, and I look forward to speaking to you all very soon. Cheers. Bye for now.